Hey, good morning. What is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we look at your current energy via the tarot, the astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. I hope that things are going well for you. We just entered into Scorpio season when I am recording. These messages are always timeless. As a side note, just use your discernment. Take what fits, take what resonates, and leave the rest behind. But as I mentioned, we're in Scorpio season now, and this is a really magical time of year. It is a time of year where we are connecting with those deeper layers of our consciousness, those more subtle senses, that are trying to highlight, trying to show what you desire, what you would like your life to look like, and giving you the courage, giving you the opportunity to make changes and adjustments accordingly. We have been in a heavy season of change, and depending on your personal situation will really kind of dictate how long this has been playing out for you. But there's definitely been a lot changing, adjusting, especially over these past couple years, if not longer for you. Again, depending on what you're navigating through. So we'll start with an energy cleansing, set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocked, unwanted energies, do a little blessing for you, a little blessing for me and the reading as well. It's also a really good opportunity to set your own intention. This really helps personalize those collective readings. So any messages you would like to hear from Spirit or questions that you would like answered, definitely give those over now. Like I said, a great way to personalize this reading. And if that's not enough, I do personal readings, so definitely hit me up if you want me to look at your own individual situation. I do tarot, astrology, mediumship, and I also do energy healing, pranic energy healing, and holistic wellness consultations. So anything to really help rebalance our mind, body, and soul. I would love to support. I would love to help in any way possible. All that info is in the description box below, so hit me up. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm, cleanse it and release it from our being, so that we may hear and understand the messages correctly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. That was a smoky one today. Sometimes they are really intense. And technically, when it is a little bit more smoky, it is talking about how there's more that we need to cleanse and purge from our being. There's more that we need to kind of remove and be aware of. And that's kind of been highlighted in our readings as of late. Making sure that we're not getting too trapped into someone, an energy, a dynamic that really isn't going to serve us long term, right? Kind of obsessing, fixating on what we can't control. Today, I like it. There's a lot more positive aspects. There's a lot more support to kind of channel energy into things that we're trying to make manifest, that we're trying to see happen. Jasmine is such a healing energy. It's one of my personal favorites. It just has like a really nourishing, supportive smell. I feel, it's just very, I don't know, it smells like love to me, But that is what it is all about. It is about strengthening the heart, the mind, the emotions, so we can find our encouragement. It also has a sweetness to it. And we have to remember that while we're navigating through some of the harder things, the things that are a little bit more emotional or we don't want to deal with, we just want to pretend that they're not there, that we're giving ourselves that element of sweetness, that it's not all work and no play, or that because life can be so overwhelming that you're not even giving yourself a break, some time, some space, just to kind of process through what is happening. And today is a really good day to do that. Like I said, or haven't said in this reading, but in previous readings, it doesn't necessarily mean that, all the challenge, all the hardship is gone from you today. It just means that there's a little bit more support for the changes that you want to make. There's courage in the air is what I'm hearing, because even though we might not like some of the stuff that's happening, even though it might feel a little bit oppressive or as though, why can't it, like a lot of questioning is what I'm hearing, the whys. Why can't it be that way? Why didn't it work out this way? Why can't I have this thing right now? And those are all valid questions, right? And we want answers to them. But very interesting, overarching energy today is the labyrinth. Sometimes life is a little bit of a maze, right? Sometimes it is like we feel trapped, we feel suffocated, we feel like we won't be able to get out of our present circumstances. But that's a lot of lies, right? That's a lot of lies that we've been seeing pop up because we're several factors, right? Mars is heavily aspected. We're not seeing a lot of movement unless we're open to the changes, unless we're open and willing to see the shifting and adjustment that we need to do. Also, excuse me, I'm dropping cards. Yeah, okay. Black Moon Lilith brings up some of that trickster energy that I was talking about, where there might be this belief that nothing's happening. A lot of stuff is happening underneath the surface right now. And the two cards I dropped, super powerful, both tens, both signifying ending cycle closure, and also movement towards your happiness, towards your abundance. 10 of Cups is having that complete fulfillment. The Wheel of Fortune is your abundance. It's Jupiter energy, and it's connecting you with the things that authentically make you happy. Not that surface thing that's going to lose its luster in, a few weeks, few months, maybe even a few days. Maybe it's quicker than that for you. But this actually building a new foundation. That's the whole thing with Pluto moving into Aquarius. It's in Capricorn right now. It's been in retrograde for the past 5 or so months. It's currently direct, but it still hasn't moved into Aquarius. And that's because we're still kind of building this foundation, right? We're still kind of building what we want to see for our future. And I think there is a little conflict around that. Still owning, taking responsibility that is not yours to take. Still putting yourself in a box, limiting yourself, etc. Not giving yourself the appropriate strength and knowledge so that you can move forward, right? Sometimes we just need to inform ourselves. We need to gather a little more information about a person, about a situation to make a better decision. And I feel like a lot of this is about keeping up with the Joneses right now, or maybe I don't think that's the right term, because it's not like you feel like you have to be anything for anyone per se, but there is this energy of just trying to keep up with the pace of life. That's a better way to say it. And there's residual conflict in the background. There's residual loose ends, things that still need to be cleaned up that are not. And I think there's also obviously a lot of fear around this. 9 of Swords in our blocked energy. it's fear of the unknown, fear of what you are going to uncover or how it's going to fare out. Right now, today specifically, you feel grounded. You feel like you kind of have your stuff together. But at the same time, you want to keep your comfort zone. You want to stay self-protected. Yeah, because you're going to be embarking on a new journey. You are coming to the end of this labyrinth and beginning a new one. But it's taken a minute to get here. I feel like this is in part intentional, taking your time, moving in a way that makes sense to you, not being overly hasty. But because of that, it feels like it's taking for effing ever. And there have been a lot of obstacles in the form of conflict, in the form of tension, as you have been on this moving on this path, moving on this journey is what I was gonna say. Someone wanted to wait until things were a little bit more balanced, but now that the balance is here, there's too much going on for them. They're taking their sweet time, and I feel like a lot of this is reflective of past energy. Yeah, there's that Temperance. Because for us as a collective, just in general, the change is a little bit hard. It's a bitter pill to swallow. And we're engaging in these dynamics where people don't understand, or if they just don't get what you're saying, what you're doing for yourself, etc., then it makes it a little bit more stressful than what it needs to be. And at this, I'm talking about more specifically the people that support you, the people that are closer to you. We do have someone who is hiding today, hiding behind a mask, putting on a front that maybe they are more supportive than what they actually are. I feel like they want you to think they're smart, they're wise, they're good counsel. They want you to come to them for their wisdom, so to speak. This is someone that I feel like you once used to put up on a pedestal. You had you had a lot of faith and trust in this person, in this individual. And maybe, I'm hearing like, maybe you had these hints around some of the scandalous behavior, but turned a blind eye, again, taking that responsibility. Oh no, I'm not seeing that right. Or they've explained it away. They've told me what they're doing. Like almost just making yourself wrong, making yourself the person that's not, like I said, not seeing it correctly. This person is looking for something with you. Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like they do want some destruction. It's like they want things to be messy, right? So it's either you come back and be subservient to them, or they're trying to make your life miserable. They're trying to make your life super difficult, or they have this really naive perspective on how the situation is going to resolve itself, i.e. you coming back or making amends, finding a way to move through a lot of the drama and chaos that they've caused. And it is going to be a tower moment. And I feel like this is part of where that stress is coming out for you as well. You want to be over and done with this is what I'm hearing, right? Your energy is already in this new beginning today. And this has been a theme in our readings where we're seeing this like past energy just kind of linger around, taking its sweet time, stirring the pot, causing a little drama, causing a little chaos, and then, taking a break and then going back to it again, not too much longer, sorry. My words are starting to fumble. And a lot of this is their own stress, their own psyche, right? It's their own stress, their own anxiety, because they want a new beginning with you. They want something that's a little bit more grounded. But I don't know. Yeah, you're looking at it from that perspective of, does this really work? Does this truly, honestly work? And the difficulty with the Queen of Swords, yeah, is she knows when to cut it off. She knows, she's smart. She knows the reality of the situation. And what this person is asking for is not in alignment with what they can actually give. And it feels like you know that. It feels like you can sense this, or you've been a part of it for some time. Doing your best when there is a lot of conflict. Yeah, simplify. I love that message for you. We have to find ways to kind of not disconnect, but unravel ourselves from these types of situations, from these types of dynamics. Depending on how long you've been dealing with this will really dictate how ready you are to let it go, or how much unwinding it is going to actually take. There's double confirmation on the union this person wants, but I feel like this is also the union that's coming in for you. We saw this yesterday, right? Like, someone is ready to commit. Someone is ready to come in. And it is a little bit more your speed, right? It's not a superficial offer or a small offer. It's not something that's like elusive or built on hypotheticals. Well, in the future we'll be like this. Well, in the future, like I feel like past energy is, building, like I said, building a lot of promises on what the future can bring, but not necessarily what is in the present. And I do feel like this is a situation that needs to come to head. It will come to head. And everyone involved knows that and is patiently waiting for this to happen. Yeah, so in that transformation, I love it. Scorpio energy. It is taking courage. It is taking courage to take a different path, to choose new things. And that's why we're still seeing this past energy linger, because it's a big commitment, right? Like, you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust in yourself, trust in your path, in your process, blocking out all the haters and the naysayers. Yes, taking constructive criticism where needs be, but not putting too much stress, too much responsibility on your plate because of other people's BS, right? Your life is your own. It's meant for you, not for anyone else. And when people can't handle their emotions, their feelings, it's not reflective of you, right? It's actually reflective of them. And I feel like this energy is moving towards that closure that you're seeking. It's stressful because you kind of have a feeling that things might not go very well. We saw the tower. I don't know where he went. Yeah. We saw the tower, that things might not go very well. But I feel like you have faith. I feel like you have faith in what you're doing, why you're doing it. Stay strong today. Stay committed to your path. Stay focused. And thank you so much for taking the time and energy to join me. I really hope that you found messages that resonated for you here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I always love to hear. I always love to connect, share in a little love and TLC, because I so appreciate all the love and blessings you bring to the channel. I hope you have a fabulous day. Sending all the love and blessings your way.